Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is George. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to turn the camera around and we're going to go for a little tour of the train room. Accompanying us today is a special guest, my son Niko. Welcome, Niko.
Hello.
Welcome, Niko. Thanks for joining me today, pal. I really appreciate it.
No problem, Dad. Welcome back to the channel, guys. And as you heard today in the intro, we are going around this beautiful room with the layout in it and talking about some of the stuff that's on the walls that you might not see in the normal video.
I'm just going to keep turning the camera so we get a little bit of view of the train room.
So as we can see, this map is current in modern day railroads compared to that one, which is old, 1876. That's why some states are not even on there. And all the modern day railroads are shown in the modern day US. So these plans were for our layout, which is over here, as you know if you've seen the channel.
This is the plan of the entire railroad right here.
This was designed using computer technology, and this is the whole thing. This is the upper track, so the elevated track, if you see on the layout, that we'll see in a lot of our videos. Here is the bottom track and the upper track side to side. And this is the final version, very similar to the first one you saw, with the upper track and the bottom track combined, which is color coded.
And it's color coded to show you, to show the sidings and everything else, and including the main lines and elevated track.
Over here it shows what the colors mean. So we have blue is lower main, purple is siding, green is through siding, light blue is ramp, and so on. And that actually took a lot more time than you might think. The layout design is one of the most important things you have to do when going into a layout, because if you want to build something, you have to know what to build. You can't just build, have a mistake, and then take apart everything and redo it. So this took a long time. It took like 4.5 months, I would say.
Of design. It took several months of design to put it all together. Just putting all the ideas together and running through it in different case scenarios to see if it would work and what would work for us on our layout.
And we have an in-depth video on the computer program and everything we used to design the track, so you can go check that one out.
Now some of these photos I keep here next to the layout just to show, because this particular one here from Conrail, I did like it because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 main tracks. So when you go to the layout, there's 5 main tracks also on the layout itself. So I wanted to tie in what, realism, what really happens in real life and on the layout itself also. Here you can see the Canadian National switching tracks.
Yeah, and as you can see in these pictures, like my father explained with the tracks, a lot of it goes into background, not just the train running itself. Like here we can see on the Conrail, there's a bridge that the train's crossing over water. We actually have 3 bridges to imitate, sort of, to show that that stuff really does happen. The bridges aren't just there for no reason. Here, there's trees. We have a bunch of trees. There's rocky grass hill mountains we have in the back. Everything's real and is in the real world. The layout is a scaled down version of the real world with water, bridges, summer, the mountains. Everything's just really cool, and this stuff does happen in real life. It's not just for decoration.
And going back to these photos here, we actually have an elevated train running next to a roadway, and here on the layout we do have an elevated rail running next to the tracks. So this does occur. You will see trains running on an elevated trestle or an elevated line in real life. And we're going to keep going right down the room here.
So here is probably my favorite part that's not on the layout. We have all the trains that aren't on the tracks on these little rail holders. They're holding them up with pictures like those of the trains. Over here, as you can see, we have a picture of the Katy, who, if you didn't know, is my dad's favorite train. And underneath we have one train from the Katy. Here's a picture of the Santa Fe, that silver and red one. Here we have the Santa Fe, silver and red. Yellow and blue Santa Fe, as you can see, it's underneath with some cars, really cool red, white, and blue car here. Have some other trains like that don't have the pictures. Have some pictures that don't have the train. The chassis system, the cat. I like this one. It's a bit smaller, but it's pretty cool. I like it. The yellow, blue design. One of my old favorites, the Rio Grande. Union Pacific. That's a pretty cool one.
These are part of the Union Pacific Heritage Series with the American flag on the side.
Unfortunately, my favorite train is not up here. It's in there. And try to guess really quick if you can figure out which one it is.
Why don't you show everybody, Niko, which is your favorite train?
Okay. You have 3 seconds to guess. And comment down below what you think it is. 3, 2, 1. Let's see if you're correct. My favorite train is the Mopac. It is this one. It's dark and light blue. Has a picture of an eagle. I don't know why it's my favorite. I guess when I was little, that was one of the first trains that my dad bought, and he showed it to me, and I just really liked it. I like the blue design. I like the way the colors, they like kind of mix. And it's pretty big. I think it looks cool. So, Union Pacific, it's Union Pacific, right?
Yes.
The Union Pacific Mopac is my favorite train that we have on the layout so far.
Niko, what's your second favorite train?
I've actually never thought of that, but let me do it now.
Take a look here. Take a look here on the layout of all the trains that we have here, and the trains on the wall right now. There are more trains in the train room, but from these two, from the trains on the wall or the trains on the tracks right next to you, which would be your second favorite?
So that's a really good question. My second favorite train, it's almost a tie, but I think I have to go with the Rio Grande.
The Rio Grande?
Yeah.
So the Mopac is your favorite, and the Rio Grande is your second favorite.
Yes.
Why? Why is this your second favorite?
I think it has something to do with the NFL, as I love the NFL, which is National Football League, if you didn't know. As my favorite team is the Dallas Cowboys. I'm wearing a jersey right now. And the Mopac kind of looks like the Dallas Cowboys with the blue and the white. So that could also be why I chose it as my favorite. And the Rio Grande looks like one of my old favorite teams, the Bengals, with the orange and the black design. It kind of reminds me of a tiger, and it just looks, it's really solid colorways, and I like the way it looks. So that might be why it's my second favorite.
So it reminds you of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
With the tiger stripes, the black and the orange.
Yeah, I like the design, as you can see in the picture too. Like, it just fits really well. Black and orange, it reminds you of Halloween. Halloween's really cool because you get a lot of candy. Just fun stuff. I like that. Like, I don't like too bright colors like the chassis, but I don't like too classy like this one. I like right in the middle, which is I think where the Rio Grande and the Mopac stand, with some colors, but not too much.
Okay, so we have your first choice and your second choice.
Yeah.
What's your third choice, Niko?
Okay, my third choice.
And Western.
This is what, yeah.
That's the one you were looking for, right? So tell everybody why it's your favorite.
This is my third favorite. Again, I like it because it's big, it has a lot of wheels, it's old school, it's a beautiful picture. I mean, it smokes a lot, probably wouldn't pass in today's society, but it's very cool. I like these little weathered, is that what it's called?
Weathered, yes, it's weathered.
Because you can see, I don't know if the camera picks it up too great, but you can see there's like a white and black, like a little mix on the top, and I like that. It looks pretty cool.
We bought this train weathered already. It was pre-weathered from Lionel.
So that might be why it's my third favorite. It might eventually move up to second because it's pretty cool. Like, I like the design. I like this I like how the driver is in the back and not in the front. As you can see in the Rio Grande, there's a little window there.
Right.
It's a little bit bigger. But for now, it's staying on my third favorite train because of my football base and how much I love for football, and I used to like the Bengals, and I always loved the Cowboys. So that's why the Rio Grande is second, Mopac is first, and this beautiful 2882 is at third.
Very nice, Niko. Thank you for showing us that train and telling us about your favorites.
Problem. Let me ask you a question. What's your favorite train?
My favorite train, of course, is the Katy. The Katy, is deep in my heart. I love it, but I do love all the trains. I love the Santa Fe and the Southern Crescent. And of course, the Union Pacific, especially the Heritage Series.
Really?
Yes.
I like that one, but it's like, it looks too much like mustard, and I hate mustard, so that's kind of why it's not on
yeah,
my
but
top.
I think it's cool looking.
It is cool, I'll give you that much.
Yes. And I definitely love the Sioux.
I can agree, it looks pretty cool. I never used to really like it. I think you have 3 Sioux, right?
Yes, I have 3 Sioux. If I like a train, guys, I buy more than one of the same type. Don't ask me why. That's just how I am.
There's 2 Katys
There's 2 Katies and there's 3 Sues.
Like I used to not like the Sue. It used to be one of my least favorites. I think it still probably is. Something about it just doesn't look like my kind of train, even though it probably might to you. But I think it's gonna slowly get better on me because I used to hate it and now I actually kind of like it. It looks.
It's actually cool. What are you talking about, Niko? This is awesome. It's just plain awesome.
Cool,
it's white and it's red and it's just plain awesome.
It's plain. Like it could use some
Yeah,
red
it's
detail.
not plain. It's cool.
It's pretty plain. I'm gonna move out of the way so you can see. Over here we have 3 more signs that look similar to the ones over there. They all have different meanings.
These are railroad crossing signs and a Union Pacific sign.
So they're not actually like rusted. It's flat. They're like normal, just in case you were wondering. But they look really cool. This one right here is a Union Pacific crossing sign. It's supposed to look like old and weathered with all the chips and the paint and fading away. This one right here is a normal railroad crossing sign. And this one is a railroad crossing sign signifying that the railroad is 2 tracks. So watch out, because you might cross one, but you'll get hit by the train on the other. So watch out for the 2 tracks. These are actually probably some of my favorite signs or like posters that we have in the whole layout. As you can see, there's a ton back there. We went through them earlier, but I like them because they look like old, especially this one. It has like a really nice texture. If you actually feel it, it's a little bit bumpy, and it just looks like pretty cool, like the X and the red and stuff like. So that's probably my favorite sign on the layout. What about you? What's your favorite sign on the layout?
My favorite sign on the layout is actually the Chief, right here.
That's a cool one. And I don't really
The Santa Fe Chief. That's my favorite sign right there.
Actually, hold on. Let me rephrase this because I did not see this before. This is my favorite sign.
I knew you'd find that one.
I just saw that when we were walking over. The Mopac, as I said before, will be my favorite train that we have forever. Is that a license plate?
That's actually a license. That's actually a license plate, Niko.
I'm gonna steal that one when I get a car.
That's actually a
pretty
Mopac
cool.
license plate.
I like that. I want that. That's
You want that,
that's
huh?
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I want to show before we show the layout. As you can see, over here and here we have clouds. Over here there's buildings. There's a building being worked on. I have little police, have people painting. There's a lot of trees and scenery. Went through the whole layout. There's bushes, tons of real gravel. The big water tower. This is really cool. I like it, the little chain. Trains can run through here, as you've probably seen in the videos. When the trains are running through, they go through the water tower. There's a lot of cool buildings. There's like a door factory. And I'm not taking credit for any of this because 99.99% of this was done by George, my dad, the man who holds the channel. I just come around here and steal credit and take credit for everything because I did it.
Well, you got to start helping me soon, Niko.
I do help you sometimes.
Sometimes.
Wink, wink.
What's your favorite part of the town?
My favorite part of the town? Ooh, that's a really tough question. I'm actually just gonna narrow it down to 3 things. 4, 5.
Okay.
So let's start from in the back here. We have the car from the movie
Christine.
chasing I don't really know it. It's an older movie. My dad knows about it. Chasing a guy. Basically, quick run off to the movie. Spoiler alert. If you don't like spoilers, skip 10 seconds ahead of this. It's an evil car that like tries to run people over. As you can see, it's coming out of the Harley Davidson shop. The garage is open. It's closing now, but it just ran out and it's chasing this man to run him over.
Okay, so that's number 5.
That's number 5.
What's number 4, Niko?
Harley. The Harley Davidson.
The Harley Davidson
I
factory.
love like motorcycles, dirt bikes, that kind of stuff. And that's why it's probably my favorite. It just looks really cool. I like the way it's very well done. Like there's even kickstands holding the bike up. I didn't even realize that until now. And all different colors. I like Harley. Like it's pretty cool. That's probably why it's my 4th favorite.
What's your 3rd favorite, Niko?
My 3rd favorite is gonna go to the school bus.
The school bus?
Yes, it's a school bus. I not like it.
That's right, school buses are cool.
I know, it's a big yellow school bus. It's
almost like the same one that you get on every day.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Sort of.
But you get on the big yellow school bus.
Yeah.
What's your 2nd favorite?
My 2nd favorite is the car from the Dukes of Hazzard, the
Yeah, that's
General
awesome.
Lee. I like it. Again, with my football obsession, I like the little number, like 01, it's number 1. It kind of looks like some of the fonts on the old school football teams. The Cowboys one is a little bit different, but it looks cool. I like the design. I like the stars on the top. It's pretty cool. It's from a very, very popular show, The Dukes of Hazzard, if you didn't know. This Bigfoot, the monster truck. It's just pretty awesome. It was like the first monster truck ever. I like the little paint details. It's like marbleized. It's a pickup truck, big tires, monster truck. It's just pretty cool. The engine's like popping out a little bit. That's why it's my favorite. So basically 5 is Christine, 4 Harley Davidson, 3 the school bus, 2 General Lee, 1 is Bigfoot.
So Bigfoot is your favorite of the entire town scene.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
What about you? What's your top 3?
My top 3 in the town is the bus from Speed.
Okay.
That's my 3rd favorite. My 2nd favorite is the bar scene right here with the 2 classic cars from John Wick. And my favorite, of course, is the General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard. That is my absolute favorite.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you want to see me again, then just say it, and I'll just magically appear like I did out of there. So, see you guys next time. Peace out.
Niko, I think you need to be in more videos. I think you did a wonderful job in this video. You definitely have to pay us a visit here up in the train room so everybody can see you.
I would do, if this video gets 500 views, I'll appear in another video.
Uh-oh, guys, so we have to watch this video to see Niko again
views.
in another video.
500 views and 20 likes.
And 20 likes.
20 likes.
Okay, so that's the criteria, guys, all right? We have to watch it, 500 views, and there has to be 20 likes on the video so we can see Niko again, and he can, visit us here in the train room.
20 likes, and I'll just magically appear, I'll do my stuff, and I'll take credit again for building the layout.
Well, thank you, Niko, for
No
visiting
problem.
us and helping me make the video here. Say goodbye to everybody. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Thank you very much.
See you next time.
Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.